So at this point, we pretty much know everything there is to know about the Galaxy S26 Ultra's hardware, but software is where Samsung usually hides the real upgrades. And today, I've got 6 new software and Galaxy AI features that are set to debut with the S26 lineup. So let's get into it. What's up, guys? Phonova here. So even though the One UI 8.5 beta is already live, Samsung is clearly holding back a bunch of AI features. And that's intentional. These are meant to be exclusive to the Galaxy S26 lineup, at least at launch. One of the big ones is called Now Nudges. In simple terms, this is an AI feature that tries to predict what you're about to do next based on whatever is currently on your screen. Instead of you asking the phone for help, the phone proactively steps in and gives you suggestions to save time. If this sounds familiar, that's because it is. It's basically Samsung's answer to Google's Magic Queue from the Pixel 10 lineup. Samsung is breaking Now Nudges into 3 categories based on what they actually do. First up is the contextual nudge, officially called Recall Important Info. What this does is remember things you've seen before like screenshots, notes, or messages, and then surface that info right when it becomes relevant again. For example, say you checked a screenshot of a flight confirmation earlier. When you open a travel-related app, the phone can automatically bring that information back up without you digging through your gallery or messages. Next is autofill nudges, or as Samsung calls it, fill out forms easily. This is autofill, but much smarter. The phone uses on-device AI to recognize repetitive forms across apps and websites, and offers to fill them out using your personal data, verified through biometrics. The third category is action nudges, which is all about speed. Here, the phone looks at what you're doing and suggests the most logical next step by jumping you straight into the right app. For example, if someone sends you a location, the phone may suggest opening it in Maps. If a date comes up in a message, it might offer to add it in your calendar. Sure, Now Nudges looks very similar to Google's Magic Queue. It almost feels like Samsung saw it, liked it, and rebuilt it for Galaxy users. But honestly, that's not a bad thing. If you're going to copy something, copy the stuff that actually works. And more importantly, this doesn't feel like AI for the sake of AI. Now Nudges genuinely comes across as a useful feature that makes the phone feel smarter in day-to-day use, not just on a spec sheet. That's exactly the kind of AI Samsung should be focusing on. Now, the next major Galaxy AI feature coming to the S26 Ultra is text-to-image inside the Photo Assist. You already have an early version of this on the Z Fold 7. So basically, this lets you edit photos using text prompts similar to what Google offers on the Pixel 10. Inside Photo Assist, there's a text field where you can describe what you want to add, remove, or change in a photo. On top of that, you can also blend elements from one image into another. You pick an image from your gallery, tell Galaxy AI what elements to extract, and then describe how it should appear in a photo you're editing. In one tutorial clip, Samsung shows a ball of yarn being added to a photo of a cat. The user selects an image of the yarn, then asks Galaxy AI to blend it into the cat photo in a way that makes it look like the cat is actually playing with it. You can already do similar with Google's Nano Banana, but it's still nice to see this baked directly into the Gallery app. Next up is a new 3D parallax effect for lock screen wallpapers. You can now add depth and motion to your lock screen, and we even have a leaked video showing how it works. It's not groundbreaking, but it does look clean and adds a bit of life to static wallpapers. Another Galaxy S26 exclusive AI feature is Notification Summary. This generates summaries based on your notification history from the past 24 hours. The important part here is privacy. These summaries are expected to be processed locally on the device, not sent to the cloud. Then there's AI scam detection during calls. This appears similar to Google's scam detection, where AI analyzes the caller's tone and behavior to warn you about potential fraud. Internal references suggest this may initially limit it to Korean units, but hopefully Samsung expands it globally. Either way, this is a genuinely useful feature, especially for elderly users. Finally, there's privacy protection when sharing images. This feature automatically detects sensitive information inside photos and gives you options to hide it. You can blur, pixelate, or fully redact the data. Samsung even lets you compare the edited and original versions side by side before sending the image, which is actually a nice touch. So those are the 6 Galaxy AI features Samsung is quietly reserving for the S26 lineup for now. More features will definitely surface as we get closer to the January event. The big question, as always, is whether older devices will get these. Look, Samsung will likely keep them exclusive to the S26 lineup for the first few months, then gradually roll them out to older phones. If you're using something released before 2024, like the S23 Ultra or older, you probably won't get all of these features. Some of them rely heavily on on-device AI power, especially things like the notification summaries and now nudges. Samsung might offer scaled-down versions, but we'll have to wait and see. But if you're on newer models like the S25 Ultra, Z Fold 7, or other 2024 models, then yeah, you're safe. Speaking of the Z Fold 7, the insane $720 discount is back for a limited time, dropping the 512GB model to just $1,400. Link is in the description.